Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Smokesta here, back at you with another video. And today we are on the Wolfpack Racing compound by Oliver DK, who also released Headland Motor Club and what was the other one called? I forget. Han Herod Motor Club. Both of those tracks were really good. The Han Herod was a really good sand track. His tracks do usually offer a bit of roughness, so we're going to see what this one has in store for us. So far, the texturing looks like he did a good job on it. He did look, it does look like he added an extra layer of, you know, in between the layout of the track of lighter dirt maybe, and that looks good. I like that. The texturing on the track looks very good, and just like the other ones, he does have some roughness on it. So it's not a completely smooth track, which I know a lot of you guys will actually like, because a lot of the smoother tracks, a lot of people don't like them as much. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. So if you like them rough tracks, you're probably gonna dig this one. Going into the corners especially, I noticed there is a good amount of braking bumps, so that is very nice to see. This corner right here, the inside rut, does seem a little bit too tight, but it holds you very nicely, so you are able to get in and out of it. And yeah, man, so far this track's riding really good, man. I'm digging this, and it's not extremely narrow. It's got a good bit of width to it, so battles are gonna be very nice when it comes to racing. And the corners do offer quite a bit of line choices in them, so this is good to see, man. I'm digging this track so far. I think this is giving us back to the start straight. Yep. So yeah, this track, man, I like it. I mess with it. I did spin a couple laps prior to recording just so I can kind of get it down, you know. But overall, yeah, I really do like this track a lot. Now, I did want to mention that, so I had been having this weird, like really sharp pain in my chest for the last 3 weeks, and I don't know. I was worried about it. I was thinking I was having like a heart attack or something was going on, but I went to the doctor today and they did an EKG and some blood work, and my heart is fine. Everything is good. So I need to just chill out now and not be thinking I'm dying, because I was all worked up. So the doctor's appointment went well, and everything seems to be good. Now, I did also buy a new CPU for my computer, so that way I can edit these videos better and hopefully record a little bit higher quality. Also, I think that it will help with the stream quality. The last couple times we've streamed, we've had some issues with the stream cutting out or buffering, or the quality just not being where I wanted it to be. So now that we have that new CPU, it should be all good. We upgraded to the 7900X on the AM5 platform with some DDR5 RAM, and I think that it's going to be pretty good. So this video will be the last video I record on my old PC. After that, it will be on the new CPU. Everything else is staying the same. My GPU and all that's the same, but I just changed the motherboard, CPU, and RAM, and I think that's going to offer a fair bit of performance increase for me, especially when it comes to streaming and editing videos. As far as like the gaming side of things, I don't think the FPS will change much. I'm on a 4070 Ti, and this game doesn't really utilize it that much. It's not a hard game to run, so I think the FPS on the game will stay the same, but mainly productivity and other things will increase, which will make everything easier for me. So, but yeah, so far this track is very nice. I am thoroughly enjoying this track. It is on the MX Bike Shop right now for $2, and I would have to say I think it's worth it. I did read a couple reviews on there, and one of them said that they didn't think it was worth it because it wasn't the quality that some of these other guys were, whatever. But I think for $2 for this, you get this nice motocross track and a supercross track. And the supercross track we're gonna go check out after we finish spinning laps on the motocross track. But the motocross track, it's got a lot of roughness to it. It's very fun to ride, and it just flows very well. So I actually enjoy this. There's a lot of motocross tracks that have like a lot of flat ground from corner to corner, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. When I'm riding on the game, I want to have quite a few jumps filling in the space in between corners, you know what I mean? And I think that also is one of the biggest struggles I have when it comes to creating my own tracks, is because I want to put jumps everywhere, you know what I mean? And so I feel like a track isn't all the way done when it doesn't have like a roller section like this going from corner to corner, or when it doesn't have jumps filling up that space, you know what I'm saying? I just really like motocross tracks that are more filled in with more jumps and more like this, like roughness right here. You didn't have jumps right there, but it had a fair bit of roughness, so you still had to pay attention to what you were doing and still had to, you know, maneuver the bike. So I like this track, I really do. I think this track is very fitting for the shop. I think it's just fine. I'm not opposed to the $2 I spent on it, and I'm not upset with my purchase at all. So let me know down below, if you guys have bought this track, what do you think? Do you think it was worth the $2, or do you not? I know this game, we have a lot of cheapskates and a lot of cheap asses that bitch and moan every time it comes to buying a track, but I guess I'm not one of them. So $2, it's like whatever, man. It's worth it in my opinion, because it looks like he spent a lot of time on this track. Like I said earlier, the only thing that I could say that maybe I would have done differently is added more objects. But you know, maybe he wasn't going for that look. So it's a creator's decision at the end of the day, and I'm not upset with my choice on this track at all. I actually really like this. And this Supercross track is, I would say, more on the easy side for Supercross. So if you're not like a pro at Supercross and you just you know, you like it, but you don't like those extremely challenging Supercross tracks, I think that this Supercross track you'll be able to spend a lot of laps on and enjoy. And I do think that once you do that, you know, you'll get better. With Supercross in this game, it just boils down to spending more time on Supercross at the end of the day. Like, the more you play Supercross, the easier it becomes. Now, I'm not a professional at Supercross at all, but I really do like this track. This Supercross track flows very nice. That one, I keep going. So I did a couple laps before recording, and I kept going over the handlebars right there in that same spot. So it's like a tire tap. I think on the 450, you could probably get up and over that middle bump, that middle jump. On the 250, you're kind of stuck into doing the tire tap. And as far as the line choices on this Supercross track, it is a very one-line Supercross track. There's not a whole lot of choices outside of the main ones. But I'm not mad about that at all either, because I don't mind it. I really don't. I actually enjoy this Supercross track. And actually, it reminds me a lot of the Supercross track that I built for my upcoming track. It was my first attempt at Supercross, and I feel like it's very hard to build a Supercross track with multiple line choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a hard thing to do. So I'm not knocking him at all on this track. I actually think it's very fun, and I think a lot of you will think it's fun too. So like I said earlier, let me know down below in the comments if you've picked this track up, and if you have, what do you think of it? Because I like this track. Overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 stars, and that's a very good rating. So like I said, not upset about it at all, man. I think that you guys should definitely go pick it up, and I hope to see this in servers, man. If I do, I will definitely hop in and participate in some races on it, man. But yeah, other than that, guys, this is the Wolfpack Racing, I think what do you say, the Wolfpack Racing Compound by Oliver DK, and it is $2 on the MX Bike Shop. It's worth you guys going and picking up, I think, but you're watching this, so you'll be able to make that decision for yourself. Other than that, man, make sure you guys join that Discord so you guys can participate in any future giveaways. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time, man. Peace.